some trouble getting in and out of your 2021 or newer four-door Bronco, a set of steps is probably something that you should be looking at, but if you also want some solid protection to those steps, then these Red Rock BRS running boards will be a set that you'll want to check out. Now these steps are going to have a more minimal approach, very similar to a running board, as it says in the name, just with a more rugged and heavy-duty approach to offer the best of both worlds, helping you and your passengers get in and taking the brunt of whatever obstacles or hazards that may potentially get in your way. They're also a great way to complement the side of your Bronco if you have a set that you don't currently love, like the factory ones, or you're looking to fill up that wheel-to-wheel space with a good-looking side step. These will feature a pocketed style design with a cutout step plate right in front of the front and rear doors, giving you a designated spot to plant your foot and hop up into your Bronco. Now that space will be 5 inches wide for a beefier look and a solid stepping surface, in addition to having a die stamped design to help with style, of course, but also to keep water off of the step to maintain some traction in that area. Now the chunkier middle and end sections paired with the slimmer style steps in the middle will also add some character to the look of these steps, being very similar to a factory style design, just with some more toughness in mind. Speaking of that, these will have a wide enough surface and tuck close enough to the truck to help with protection to the rocker in the very vulnerable pinch weld area, especially with this upper portion here. So no matter if you are taking your Bronco off-road or sticking to the street, these are going to provide some good protection to whatever hazards you may encounter. These are made of a steel construction, which will be tough, and on top they're going to feature a 2-stage coating, first an epoxy pre-coating and then a texture black powder coat to protect the steel underneath from rusting, protect from any surface damage, and of course to add to that heavy-duty look that these have. They'll also come with a black powder-coated steel brackets for solid support and rust prevention, and everything in the kit will allow these to bolt on with no modifications required to your Bronco. Now these are about $400 and are right in the middle of the price spectrum when taking a look at the entire category. Now they do have a build of a more traditional style step, but with the ruggedness to the design that's going to help both visually and functionally for your Bronco's build. They'll offer the protection without being too bulky and accessibility without too much of a drop, helping out with your clearance, or an overly flashy design, making it a great choice if that's what you're in search of. Install is going to be a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. It is fairly easy and completely bolt on. Again, no modifications are required for this install, and it should take you about 2 hours or so with some pretty basic hand tools to get these bolted up. Now at this point we can head over to our shop and check out a detailed breakdown on how you can get these onto your Bronco at home. So that is going to wrap it up for my review. Let's go ahead and jump into the install.
For this install you need a ratchet and a 15, 13, and 10mm socket. Alright, today we're going to be putting some side steps on our Bronco, so let's get started. Alright, so we're going to start in the front of our vehicle here, so we're going to see our pre-drilled mounting hole. Now our front bracket is going to be the shortest of the 3, so we're going to take our larger bolt with our flat washer, we're going to go through our bracket and right into this mounting hole here. With the bracket you probably won't be able to see anything, but thread that through. Grab our ratchet and 15mm socket and tighten that down. Now for the middle and rear one, they are both the same type of bracket, installed just the same as the front. Put our bolt with our flat washer and grab our ratchet with 15mm socket and tighten that down. And go ahead and do the same thing for the back bracket. Alright, now we're going to set our side steps into place. You'll see these studs sticking on the back. Then we'll go into the 2 holes on either side of each bracket. So we're going to set these up here. Let that rest in place, and we can go underneath and then secure our 10mm nuts. All right, now so the rest is the same for all the other brackets. We have 2 studs coming through either side of the bracket. So we're going to put a flat washer on both of them, and then our 10mm nuts. And tighten those down. Grab our ratchet and 10mm socket and tighten them down. Alright, now we're going to switch to our 13mm socket, and we're going to put in 2 bolts down here. Now you may need to loosen up this 15mm bolt, adjust the bracket. We already did that off camera, just to make sure these line up. So we're just gonna thread our bolts in here. Grab our 13mm socket and tighten those down. Now you can go ahead and do the same thing for the other two brackets on this side, and repeat all those same steps on the other side of the vehicle.
So that's going to wrap it up for my review and the install of the Red Rock BRS running boards fitting all 2021 and newer four-door Ford Broncos. And you can find these right here at extremeterrain.com.